What's up, everybody? Drifty here from Driftwood Gaming, and we're going to do another First Impressions. This time it's called The Cavern of Time. This is by Erik at Simprose Studios, and regardless that it says version 1.0 at the bottom, this is a beta version, so it sort of reflects the final product, but some things may be changed in the final product if you purchase this game or are given a code to it or something. Alright, so we're going to do the same thing. I'm going to interject my opinions throughout this playthrough, things that I would probably change, or ideas I might have to improve the game, or even take it in a different direction. Don't take these as fact, they're just my opinion as a developer. So let's look at the options menu. First thing I notice is it looks a little bit different from your standard RPG Maker game. I can see, of course, some of the resemblances, and I would be able to tell that this is a RPG Maker game from the menu, but it definitely has like its own flair to it, which is nice. So let's start a new game. I'm going to be reading most of the narrative, some of the narrative. If I'm presented with giant screens like this, I may not read it all though. Some of your earliest memories are of the background at Sparrow Farm, the scent of fresh baked bread filling your nostrils, the wind whistling through the pine trees, and the familiar sounds of the farm animals raised to provide food for the farm. This was your childhood oasis, your getaway from the hustle and bustle of the city life with your parents. And we're going to just go ahead and scroll down to the bottom. You grab your backpack and a smaller dagger for defense, getting yourself ready for the trek. Your first trek is to find the cave, and she gives you a roughly drawn map. You step outside the farmhouse, taking a deep breath. You then begin to walk, your footsteps echoing in the early morning air. Your journey has begun. Now, obviously, there's some dialogue in there, and if you're interested, you can pause it and read that. Alright, so we are presented to rename the character. I am given keyboard control, which I really like. We're going to call this character Mars. I see some overlapping here that's just, I don't know what to do about that. The capital letters seems to have some sort of, maybe it's just some capital, yeah, like the capital M. Not too many letters have that overlap, but maybe changing the font would affect that. Lady, can I put a space? Yeah, Lady Mars. Okay. Just outside Sparrow Farm. Pressing enter over this cave quest gives me what looks to be the gamiest quest system. Alright, so that accepted a quest. We have random battles. It appears to be first person view. You got attacked by an orc. And we have some special skills that cost 1 will. I don't know what that is. Lunge, a wild swing that can do double normal damage but has lots of variance. It can't critical. Let's try to lunge at this orc. Alright, let's see what our normal attack does. Alright, not too easy of a fight, a little challenging. We got quite a few things. Looks like we've got 4 gold, a couple of potions, oil of the samurai, a helmet, and a falcon of skill. Alright, I'm interested to look at the menu. So right here, okay, so this just takes us back. We have a interesting setup here. I like the layout and the UI for this. Once again, it is the scene is very reminiscent of RPG Maker game, but it has like a twist to it, which is nice. One more little thing that kind of bothers me. You see this little pixel here? You can tell where the sprite has been tiled. I don't know if that bothers anybody else. It's a minor thing, and I wouldn't worry about it too much. So it appears we have 4 main primary stats: attack, defense, dex, and fortune. Got a little experience bar there, nice. Looking at our items menu. Interesting. Equip. So optimize. So how much better is this Falcon of Skill in comparison to our dagger? 5 attack and 2 dexterity. Looking at our status. Regular status menu. Some changes have been made, obviously. I'm wondering what this percentage means for strike and evade. I'm not sure. Still lots to learn about this game. It's our game yes quest system. It's our options menu. We don't have any auto run options. Let's do a save. All right. I like the display here. It's really nice. Here's your grandfather's gravestone. You sigh sadly as you kneel on the ground, memories of your beloved grandfather flooding your thoughts. As you sit silently, you see a piece of paper wedged in the stone. You grab it, and it shows a secret place in the trees you can travel into. You note the location of the trees and the secret path. You stand to give the grave a last look, then continue your journey. A rat man. Nice. Essence of the Arctic. I also want to look at that samurai potion. What did that do? 10% to critical hit chance until the end of combat. Does 25 cold damage to all enemies, so it's like an ice bomb here. I like that. Heals a few bumps and bruises, 5 to 15 life. Could probably go for using that right now. Nice. You remember the note you found at your grandfather's grave. You look for the trees you can pass through to continue your journey. You search, then eventually your eyes sees an opening, and you part the trees and continue. You shiver as you realize you haven't ever been this far from the farm. Frodo. You arrive at the entrance to a vast wilderness that seems to be from a different time, filled with pine trees. Are you still in modern times? The calls of various birds and animals fill your ears, and a gentle breeze moves through the ancient trees. You almost feel as if something is watching you. Yeah, I get that feeling. Bugbear appears and attacks you. Well, it's not a super interesting combat system, but it is unique. Salve of the Fortunate. Mainly because of the art style, like the realistic, more realistic looking graphics in comparison to the cartoony style. Now we're attacked by a giant bee, but it's level 1, so it's no match. Elixir of the Night, Bone Knife, Leather Armor of Blindness. I like all the drops we're getting. I assume there's a lot of random variants. User gains 1 attack and 1 defense permanently. Alright, let's down that. Increase your fortune by 1 permanently. I'm okay for those permanent buffs. Local vendor. A man in tattered robes sits in a small, broken down wagon. As you approach, he stands and barks out, "I have many goods. What be your pleasure this fine day?" I don't want to buy any of this right now. Farmer Ruth. A tired-looking old farmer woman gives you a weary smile as you approach. "It's no use. These bugs keep damaging my crops, and I can't afford to get rid of them." Her face brightens slightly. "Is there something you could do for me, stranger? I would gladly reward you if you could bring me something to kill these." Bug problem? So I tried to analyze a bug problem. Oh, you just gotta cancel out. Right, it's the gamiest thing, yeah. Definitely gamiest menu. Yeah, we just read that. I guess so, once we just talk to him, we've accepted the quest. Another thing, how you're handling the the layerings of your parallax mapping. That looks kind of funny. Just want to point that out. It appears we've leveled up, so we have some sort of system here. Can get 5 life, 5 willpower. We get to allocate a stat. I like this system. A lot of games do this, and I'm really a fan of this. Like, choose the direction you want to take your character. Let's go with some more life. I have a feeling we're gonna need a lot of life. Like right here, I would really love it if the tree layer was above the character layer, so it doesn't look like I'm just jumping over a tree. The rocks here seem to be dislodged, as if something had been buried here. A shame you have nothing to dig into the dirt with and see what could have been underneath. What could be underneath. That's a cool, interesting point right there, where you kind of have a reason to come back to this map, not only for those quests we got, but also if we get like a shovel or something of the sort. Now we're attacked by a level 4 skeleton, so let's see how we fare against this. Not too bad, not too bad. Let's see how much damage it does. We seem to have a good evasion, because a lot of things miss quite often. Oil of the Vampire's Kiss. I have a feeling this is good. I hate that. Actually, I'm not a fan of that back escape right off the bat. Steals 10 to 20 damage to an enemy, and you add that. Okay, so it's a damaging item, but it also heals you. That's a nice little item. Probably use that if we get attacked by something else. The forest thickens as you proceed, until it almost entirely blocks the sun from penetrating through the foliage. You can't remember the woods being this way when you were a child roaming these grounds. Your stomach fills with dread as you slowly realize you may not be in the same reality you started from anymore. Uncle Graham. You come upon a small hut with smoke billowing out of its chimney. You are shocked when you see your Uncle Graham stepping out of the house. He smiles at you as you approach. "Hello, my sweet niece. I'm quite surprised to see you here. Then again, I did not hear your grandmother's illness," and he trails off, his voice becoming somber. You're probably wondering where you are and what's happening. Those answers aren't yours to discover right now, I'm afraid. Capital I. Suffice it to say that you belong here, and all will be revealed in time. He looks you up and down. Your family would be so proud of you right now. He turns back towards the hut. You must resume your journey. It's very important. He walks towards the door, waving. Good luck, dear. May your path be a smooth one. The door closes with a thud. What did all of that mean? Your head swims with the strange possibilities in his statements. You return to the trial and continue. I know this is a big request, but if you could transport the player into a map and use some sort of move events for the... I mean, you described the scene very well, and it's... I think if you can accompany that with like a quick cutscene or something, that would add to it. Another thing about the pathing, like maybe add some tiles where there's no pathing. I understand it's a clear-cut path here. I'm not gonna overanalyze. Mystic Teacher. You find a small shack and hear a low chanting going on. A powerful figure steps out and greets you. I am a teacher of all things mystical for a prize. So we could learn spells and skills if we have a lot of money. Holy crap, that's a lot of money. However, I guess it gives us something to work for, so I'm not completely opposed to that. And we get attacked. Oh my god! It's like, it was a low level, and it hit me for like 27. Your journey has ended. Now I'm a little concerned about the balancing. I'm gonna load the last save, and I think we can catch up pretty fast. because I've already read this stuff. So, okay, we've done that. We've got the quest from this person. Did I already accept them? I believe I did. Let's just check one more time. Maybe I have to, yeah, I have to kind of go on them and then escape, go on them and then escape. And then I've accepted him, so if I go back, or maybe they're just like, once I talk, they're automatically granted. Could be how it works. Yeah, I'm a little concerned for the balancing, because it seems like they miss, and then you're just instantly dead when they critical. Yeah, I knew we were going to need more life too. But unfortunately, increasing your maximum doesn't add to your current. We've already read this. Okay, yep. We've read that. Talk to Uncle Graham. We might as well do that progression. Okay. Let's do a save. Probably need to save often. I would prefer the combat be a little bit longer and a little more balanced, so that it's not like they miss you or they completely kill you in one hit. Do I have any items? I should probably restores 5 durability to. Okay, so it appears with this makes me think we have like a durability of our armor, like it will degrade and. Or some way to get your life back at the beginning. New map. The terrain slowly changes as you travel into a hot, arid desert. Eventually, you come to a valley where a large cliffside looms in front of you. At the bottom of the cliffside, you can see a pile of rocks which appear to have been moved recently. You make a mental note to check it out soon. On top of a pile of sticks and wood is a site that helped give this valley its name, an eagle's nest. Upon it sits a large, majestic eagle staring at you expectantly for some reason. It's only then that you notice that the nest has no eggs in it. This bird apparently is a female, is missing its child, and is looking at you to set things right. You promise not to forget the eagle on your journey. I thought it was going to attack me, that's why I saved it. Desperate merchant. The merchant sniffs. I have this fabulous shovel. Ooh, we need that shovel. But you can't seem to have it. But you don't seem to have the crowns to buy it. Come back later. Okay, so our money is called crowns. A hobgoblin appears. Do I have anything to restore life? Because like if he criticals, I'm dead. Major healing elixir, nice. Pretty sure we should just down that. 15 to 30 life, let's use it. Okay, that'll do. So it's sort of dog eat dog at the beginning, you know. You either get lucky with finding potions and not getting critical, or you just try again. At least we get a save anywhere. You see a small pile of rocks, and underneath that a small hole. You also see something shiny inside the hole. You can't resist seeing what the hole contains. What you don't see is the small scorpion who stings your hand as you reach in. You lose 5 life points. You pull out a jar of what seems to be bug killer. So did we actually... Oh, I hate that little thing. Did we actually get a bug killer? Inflict 50% chance of... You mean 50% chance to inflict blindness. I don't see any place we got the bug killer. Or maybe it's some passive trait, I don't know. But we did lose 5 HP. You can see the faint outline of some sort of entryway into the cavern through the pile of rocks, but it's far too dark to see clearly. If only you had some light. Uh-oh. This is the bat that criticaled me for 27 last time. And now it missed. Let's see. Ancient Mage's Tome page. Uh-oh, are we supposed to be able to walk up here? Really? Major healing elixir, a crown, and iron gladius. Alright. User gains +5 willpower and 1 max willpower permanently. Yes, thank you very much. I don't really know what that balm does, but... I did receive a crown. You never know, only 200 crowns. Are you interested? Sure. His smile is one of relief and joy. Thank you, my friend. I shall not forget your kindness. He hands you a rusty old shovel and leaves. So if we go to that shovel, that hole in the ground, we read that. You think we'll like dig out something that gives us light that we can come back and enter the cave? I do like the battle backgrounds. This is pretty nice. Oil of Cobra's Breath. What does that do? Oh, the menu is so... It's a little clunky. Oil of Cobra's Breath. Poisons all enemies, okay? I absolutely love the item variety and seemingly random variants on what you get. That makes it... that makes it pretty interesting to see what you get. Hobgoblin. Should probably do a save soon. Never know when they're gonna critical and game over you. Accuracy is an issue. Like, this is not fun. I don't know what people think about, like, oh, it's gonna be more realistic, like, you know, all the attacks are not gonna land. It seems more realistic and it makes sense logically, it's correct. But it's about gameplay, you know. Is it fun to miss and then your enemy misses you, and then you miss and your enemy misses you, and you miss again? And you know, I missed. This is a little thing. Somebody. Where was that that hole at? There was some. Zombie appears. A decent enemy variety too. That's what I'm noticing. Like, even though I'm backtracking, which is you kind of want to eliminate as much backtracking as you can in your game. But even though I am backtracking, I do notice that I'm getting attacked by different enemies, so there's a good variety. Let's just do another optimize, see if there's something. Okay, so the crown was better than the other thing we had. The mask gives us 1 more dexterity and 1 more fortune, but we're gonna lose 3 defense for that, so I think we'll stay with the crown. We do have an amulet that doesn't optimize, which is standard default, but it will give us an extra fortune, so we'll put that on. Let's do a save. Another zombie. I mean, the battle system's lackluster, I'll say that. No clever use of animations. The enemies themselves are nice sprites. I like the PNG files for the enemies, how they all have like a similar sort of art style, more realistic art style. Here we go, let's go to these loose stones now that we have the shovel. You use your shovel to dig under the rocks, and after a few feet down, you discover a flashlight hidden in the dirt. I knew it! I knew it! It may be useful to find the entrance to the cave. Like, that's a beautiful piece of art right there. That looks really awesome. And it's just a shame that, like, all of your moves look like boring default, you know, assets that really detract from the good things that you put into the game. Once again, take everything I say with a grain of salt. I'm actually enjoying this game, so you know. A highway robber appears and attacks you. Lady Mars was surprised. Critical, game over. Our sandals broke. So that was the durability thing. I don't know how the system works, it's not clear. Battle backgrounds are awesome. Level up but no stats. Oh, I guess we just gotta pick one, right? Ring armor of the ox. Oh, did I mess up? I pressed escape. Status, can I go back to that? I think I messed up, dude. Like, you definitely don't want to allow disable. On that menu that you bring up for level, you need to disallow cancel. It's just an option on the side of the menu. It's just disallow cancel. And that'll make it so that you can't waste. See, I got level 3, but I didn't get any stats for it. I didn't get to put my stats anywhere. I hit escape by accident. So that's extremely frustrating. No, I don't know if they were auto-assigned because I couldn't remember exactly what my stats were, all of them. So maybe in the case of an escape, you auto-assign them. If that's how it works, then that's okay. But I would just strongly suggest you look at that and fix that, because that's gonna piss people off big time. You see the faint outline of an entrance at the back of the rock pile. You turn on your flashlight and shine it into the pile, hoping to see the way in. After a few minutes, you can see the way into the cave. Moving a few rocks, you unearth the cavern entrance where it lies waiting for you. You peer into the darkness of the cavern, trying to see if anything dangerous is present. You can't see anything, so you take a deep breath and enter the cave. Looks like we're automatically given quest menu. We're at the bottom here. Wow, this is interesting. It's definitely unique. Tunnel guards. Oh, there we go. Guess we have to fight the tunnel guards. Perfect time to run out of willpower, huh? I guess we're gonna go after the level 4 orc first because it's got less HP and it's probably gonna hit harder. Might kill it. Nice. Just gotta say, battle backgrounds look amazing. The enemy art is awesome. Cleaver of Regeneration. That sounds like something I need to use. Life regen plus 1%. Yeah, we're gonna go for that. Great Helm. Lose 1 dexterity, gain 1 defense. I think 1 dexterity is gonna benefit me more at this point, because I have less of it, so. This is an upgrade. Ring Armor of the Ox. Let's put that on. Amulet. Okay. What items do I have here? Alright, Permanent Fortune. Take it. 2 max life. Permanent. Take it. Oh, I got another one. Alright, I could use that. Pile of straw. You see a pile of straw in a dark corner of this small alcove and search through it a bit, eventually finding a large brown egg that you recognize as an eagle egg. Oh, so we can go back to that eagle. Put it in your pouch and continue. I'm wondering if we have random encounters in here since the battles are scripted or evented. Old wizard. You see an old wizard sitting on a rock. He jumps up when he sees you. Hello, I seem to have lost a book of vital importance in these cursed caves. He grimaces. I would be quite happy to offer you a 500 crown reward should you return to the book to me. His voice quivers, and you vow to keep an eye out for it. Okay. A rusty door. You come upon a large and very old iron door, seemingly growing out of the rock itself, that blocks further progress. If only you had a way to open it. Or I could just walk past it. Yeah, there's a bug that you could work on. Maybe a move event that forces the player to walk left, so when they walk right, it starts the event again. It pushes them left again. You know what I mean? Cave vendor. You see a tall, rough-looking man sitting next to a wagon filled with various items. What can I do for you today, my friend? I have many trinkets for sale. Like, why are you locked in this cave? And do you get a lot of business in this locked cave? Questioning your logical placement of your shop. Blinds all enemies, restores durability. It's a lot of damage, but I'm going to save my money. Troubled night. Zombie! Damn Zambos. I missed. And I missed again. This cleaver doesn't do a lot of damage. Am I actually regenerating? I don't seem to be regenerating. Like every 2 turns I should get, if I have like 50 HP, then every 2 turns I should get 1 HP back. I don't seem to be getting any. I think it's rounding down. So the 1% regeneration is useless unless you have at least 100 max HP. That's my assumption. Also notice that it does really crappy damage. Let's go back to this falcon. Ahead you see a large, tall, and tan figure wearing light, ornate armor. Hail, my lady. I wonder if you could assist me with something of great importance. His face takes on a sheepish expression. I seem to have lost my sword in these caverns, and I am on a mission to slay the legendary green dragon that lives here. Really, I promised my love's family I would deliver a scale from this dragon to them to prove my manhood, and I cannot show my face there until I finish this quest. He shakes his head. I hate to ask you, but could you slay this dragon and bring me back a scale? My heart would be very glad indeed. You nod in agreement. Do I really? Would I really nod in agreement? I don't like it when the narrative tells me what I do. That's kind of defeats the point of a role-playing game. Play the role. You get to make decisions. I love making... okay, it doesn't matter. The statue seems to be honed of perfectly smooth stone and seems to glow slightly as you approach it. It depicts a woman in long flowing robes, perhaps a priest or a magician of some sort. As you inspect the statue, you can see 4 different levers on it. Interesting. Now this is what I'm talking about. One in the top right, one in the top left, one in each of the bottom corners. Which one do you try to pull? I don't know. Let's do top right. You hear a strange sound and feel an odd sensation in your hip. You feel down to your belongings. You feel down? Oh, okay. You feel down to your belongings and quickly skimming your items. You've lost 1 crown from your pouch. This cursed statue is a thief. How does a statue steal money? Alright, let's go top left. As you pull the top left lever, you hear a thunk and feel a sharp jolt of pain as you realize a dart shot out and embed itself inside you. You lose 4 life and vow never to touch that again. That makes sense. That totally makes sense. Highway robber appears and attacks you. Yeah, this falcon does way more damage than the cleaver. I don't know. If he criticals, he'd probably kill me. Let's do a lunge. Come on. Don't kill me. Oh, 16 damage. Alright, we're okay. Got some sort of boots. I didn't get a great look at it. Let's do this one first. Okay, then we'll do this one. Alright, we got some sort of boots. Let's just do a quick optimize. We got a Morning Star, which seems to do more damage, but we'll see. Somnolent sandals, 50% chance to inflict sleep. Alright. Cape or an amulet? 1 attack or 1 fortune? I don't know, let's go with fortune. It might have something to do with the drops that we're getting, because it seems like they're randomized. Alright, we got 2 more levers to pull. Bottom left. As you pull the bottom left lever, you hear a click and the groaning of some sort of machinery. As you stare in amazement, a magical door slowly flickers into existence. This is probably the way out of here. Alright. So the other one's probably something awful as well. Alright, I'm going to read the first and last. As you proceed deeper into the cavern, you eventually reach a wide area where you can see outside through the top of the cave, near as you can make out. Dusk is rapidly approaching, with hues of deep blue and red streaking the sky's canopy, and then a lot of stuff. You can pause the video if you want to get more into the narrative. The cavern slowly darkens again as her spirit disappears into the mist of the cave. You sigh and stand, resuming your journey once again with determination and a renewed sense of purpose. So I think it would be a good idea to read all of that. But for the sake of this, 1 hour first impressions, I want to kind of get as far into it as possible to see as many of the mechanics. You encounter a large spider web at this end of the cavern tunnel. As you push your way through, you see who creates these webs. 2 very large spiders. Large spider appears and attacks you. A pair of them, actually. Suck it, spider. Blah, 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 blah. I like the music too. It's simple and it fits. Elixir of past lives. As you defeat the spiders, you see an object in the back area of the webbing. You eventually find a large worn book, which you place inside your pack. So this is going to take us back to the guy who's looking for his tome. So that's going to be 500 crowns. Elixir of past lives. User collects 25 experience points. take it. If it levels me up, remember not to press escape or you're going to be screwed out of your level. But it didn't, so it's okay. An ancient crystal. If you do movement stepping, you can make it rotate, but maybe you don't want to do something like that. All right, it looks like we could walk up here, but it's not letting me. That's a little frustrating. I recognize that salve. That's going to give me a permanent. Yep. We'll yummy that down. Alright, this is frustrating. Look, it looks like we could walk right up here, but it's not letting me. Alright, let's go deliver this, tome, this book. Go back to the gate that we apparently can just walk past. The wizard gasps aloud. You found it. Unbelievable. He grabs the book from your hands and pages through it, his face a mask of joy. You clear your throat to remind him of payment owed, and he waves to you. Ah, yes. As he throws a pouch onto the ground with the coins inside. Rude. He turns away from you and furiously thumbs through the book, and you collect your reward and continue on your way. Alright, so I got 1,000. I could go buy a new skill if I wanted to. We also got that eagle egg, right? So let's go back to the eagle, see what happens there. Maybe that'll give us the next way. Barbarian's hood. It's a bow. That's irony right there. Brew of Angel's Essence. Got some interesting items. That's probably like one of my favorite things about this game. It's like just the sheer number of random items you get. They're all unique and different. And I guess in this sort of thing where you get random items all the time, having a durability system would really benefit the game, because even if you find something extremely powerful, it's going to break eventually unless you spend a lot to keep it repaired. So it makes sense to have a durability system when you're rewarding so many different items. This is an interesting game. I mean, obviously I pointed out flaws. Hopefully, you know, you take it. It's just constructive criticism. You slowly place the edge into the eagle's nest, or the egg, edge. You slowly place the egg into the eagle's nest and back away. The majestic bird stares at you with unblinking eyes momentarily, then opens its claw and drops a rusty iron key onto the ground. It then grabs the egg and flies into the distance, letting out a huge cry. You stand and stare into the sky as the bird takes wing, slowly disappearing into the horizon. You grab the key and pocket it. So we leveled up. Remember not to press escape or you're gonna screw yourself. It's frustrating. Oh no! Okay, so I wonder if there's a way we can open up the screen, because the first time I got the screen, I think I had 3 ability points. The second time I pressed escape and I didn't award any, but now I leveled up again. Maybe it gave me 3 more, but it kept the 3 previous I had, so now I could use all 6 of them. So you're not completely screwed, you just have to get your next level or find a way to open up this level up scene. Looks like maybe a common event menu. Yeah, let's go ahead and put some on attack, defense, a little more life, and that'll do it for now. Right, right. Okay, so that gave us the key to the door we could already get through. But that's still gonna put us back to the point where we have to go up that hill. Oh my god, he hits like a truck. Plate armor. Mixture of muscle growth. Interesting items. Let's look at this. Extra attack. Definitely take that. What was the other thing we got? Plate armor. Yeah, I thought it would be better. We're losing an attack and 1 fortune, but we're gaining 4 defense. And when they critical hit, I need to have as much defense as we can possibly get. Actually, I need to drink another item. No, let's do a major. And a minor. Alright. So that's, like I said, we got the key to the door that we could already bypass. Maybe we have to do this to go up that hill. I'm hoping that's what the thing is, that we have to... You grab the rusty key out of your pack and insert it into the door's lock. It turns slowly and you hear a click and the door creaks open. Onwards. Okay. Alright, so we're presented with the quest here to kill a green dragon. Legendary green dragon. And we've pulled the right lever. So now we would go up here. No, it doesn't let us. What about if we just go left? Is it going to take us left? Yes. Okay, so that's our progression. Can we go down? No. There's our green dragon, but I want to check this chest out first. You approach a worn-looking chest cautiously, unsure of what traps may await you. Instead, you simply find a small pouch with 100 crowns inside, along with a note in strange writing that you can't understand. Alright, let's just do a savey-davy. And, let's take on this dragon. You walk along the narrow tunnel. You smell the smell of sulfur thick in the air. You come into a wide opening of the cavern and hear a terrifying roar and see a large green dragon heading towards you. En garde. A green dragon who is mysteriously yellow attacks you. Lunge. Wow. Pretty weak for a dragon. Shoots fire from their fingers. Okay, I spoke too soon. Felt like it could have had more HP, but then it might have been too hard because of how hard it hits. The beast crashes to the cave floor with a huge thud. You stop and catch your breath, looking around the lair. You approach the fallen dragon and see a loose scale hanging on its side. You grab a hold of the scale, remembering that this can be quite valuable to some people in these parts. You gather yourself and continue your quest. Alright, so we're going to take this scale back to the guy. He's going to get the girl and give us some sort of reward, maybe? I forgot what he said. So we should take that back now? Yeah, let's just take it back now. I want to see what he gives us. I think it's at 200 or... I mean, we killed a friggin' dragon. He should give us a little... something nice. Highway robber. Get out of here. Highway robber. This ain't no highway. You're in a cave. I missed. I missed again. He missed. This is ridiculous. Maybe install Yanfly's param plugin that lets you change the hit, all your EX and SP parameters. The knight smiles broadly. I see you have been triumphant. Brave soul. You pull out the large scale and hand it to the knight. He stares at it amazed. I'm eternally in your debt, lady. If ever you need anything, it shall be my pleasure to serve you. He slings his pack over his shoulders. Thank you once again. Here is your reward. He hands you a pouch of gold and turns to walk down the cavern tunnel. You smile at your victory and continue onward. How much gold did he give us? I forgot. It was like 200 or 500 or something. I don't know. Kind of want to go back and buy a different skill. It's a shame we don't get skills except for buying them. Distressed Countess. You see a thin woman sitting on a rock. Greetings, my lady, she exclaims. I have a problem you may be able to help with. You see, I enjoy exploring these caves and searching for valuable stones for my collection. Unfortunately, the various beasts in here tend to annoy me greatly. She sighs and looks at you hopefully. Would you be a dear and clear 10 of these monsters out for me? I would be happy to compensate you for your trouble. Sure. Task for the Countess. Killed any 10 enemies. I want to see what this thing is. You approach a large glowing crystal. You stop as you hear a voice in your head. Halt, stranger. I teach secrets only to those who are worthy. It appears you can learn skills from this magic crystal for a price. Aha! This was much needed. Very nice. Very, very nice. Also a bigger selection than the other guy, I think. Increase attack speed. I don't want a buff. I probably want something that's a heal. Using 20 coins as ammo? That's dumb. Hmm. 70% chance to instantly kill an enemy, but deals 4 life to yourself. That's a risky move. Grants the caster counterattack ability. This could be super useful. Like if you get attacked by like 3 things, that's gonna come in handy. Wow, this is an awesome skill too. Prevents death and reduces physical damage by 60% till the end of combat. So it's definitely gonna be this or this that I'm gonna grab. Can I get both? No, it's a little short. Sprinkles dust, puts them all to sleep. They lose 75% of their defense. Cannot attack. A lot of interesting skills. 10 to 20 damage to all enemies. Well, how many willpower or rage does it cost? I wonder. Using this attack enables you to attack the target 3 times, so it's like bam, bam, bam. Once again, I don't know if it's a good move because I don't know how much willpower or rage it costs. Attack that drains life from your opponent. By drain, does that mean it's going to give me life as well? I would imagine so. I'm going to go with Soul Leech first, and then Enraged Justice, because is this a state that it grants? No, it's just an attack. Okay, but that's still going to let me counter. If I drain their life constantly, I'm going to be able to get life back. I mean, does this do any damage and also 78% chance to kill, or is it like 0 damage but a 70% chance? See, I don't know. I'd have to test them all out. I'm going to go with the counter attack ability and then the healing attack. Alright, nice. So do I automatically have those? Do I have to equip those somehow? We don't have a skills menu at all. So let's save this on file 5. Got some music changing here. As you make your way along the tunnel, you stop as a large beast jumps in front of you. His face is a mask of rage. You are the humans who stole my gold. You remember the 100 crowns in the chest, and the note, which you now realize must have been written in Orcish script. He has confronted the thief and attacked. So if we would have not taken that 100 coins, would he still attack us? Okay, so let's start off with this. So it's going to let us counterattack. I wish we would have been able to go first. And we don't have enough willpower. That's amazing. That's so good. It's so great. Counterattack, baby. That's what I'm talking about. Man, this combat is sluggish. Interesting items, interesting skills, good graphics for the enemies, good backgrounds for the fights, good, well-designed skills and items by far is the biggest strength. But the combat system is just sluggish. You defeat the angered orc party, their bodies lying motionless on the ground. You stop and wonder about your quest and how you were basically branded a thief. You shake your head at this crazy world. Well, you press the glowing green button and hear a loud crash and buzzing sound as if something very powerful had been turned on. Perhaps the elusive portal. Perhaps. Silly highway robber. There's no highways around here. Verdant Grove. Okay, so it's kind of an abrupt map change, but it was a portal, so it makes sense. You stop and rub your eyes, adjusting to the bright sunlight after being in the caverns for so long. This must be where you were meant to go to get the locket. It occurs to you that being a medieval kingdom, finding the ruler or king would be a good start to finding out where the locket might be. You stop and look around. The forest is lush and thick, the air perfumed with pine trees and flowers. You see a path leading south and begin to follow it. Or I go back into the cave. Or I don't. Local vendor. Interesting approach on a town. You know, it's very this game kind of reminds me like of like a D&D campaign. You know, like there's a lot of descriptive words, and the writing is really great. Good job on the writing, and basically making the maps with your words. So I gotta commend you for that. You see a short, tan man sitting next to a wagon filled with various items. Items for sale. Buy and sell items here. He repeats it in a flat monotone. Okay. As you come down the trail, you spot a quite familiar figure. Uncle Graham. You are at once alarmed and glad to see him. He waves to you as you approach. His face is one of intense concentration. Greetings to you, niece. Your uncle glances quickly around, surveying the woods. Come with me. He grabs your hand and you duck behind a tree. Slowly emerging from the path to the west and down the trail is a huge goblin, decked out in heavy ornate armor. As it passes, he whispers, "Beware, for there are forces about who wish to stop you from obtaining the locket. Take the path to the south and find the king's castle. He can offer you much guidance and assistance. He knows your grandmother very well, and with that bit of ominous knowledge, he disappears into the trees." You shake your head. How does the king here know my grandmother? Maybe you don't know her as well as you thought. You return, maybe you don't know her. So this is like you're talking about the character itself. You return to the trail and continue onwards. Skull collector? You approach a robed, stout figure who sits near a small wagon. "Greetings to you, my lady. Looking to enter the castle? I happen to have a spare pass available. All I need to do is complete my collection of 3 goblin skulls, and I'll hand over the pass, so you can enter the king's castle." The man sits back, looking amused. "I'll be surprised if I see you again, to be honest, but my offer will be available if you do make it back alive. You vow to make this arrogant man eat his words. Okay. So in order to get into the castle, really? I thought this was a town. Or maybe it's a highway and now we get attacked by an appropriate highway robber. Ba-da-bop. Jagged Falcon. I'm kind of interested what that does. Alright, we did get some permanent item bonus. This is good. That is good. Probably down a healing potion just to be safe. Alright, let's look at our equipment. Optimize. So it appears our Morning Star is still stronger than our Jagged Falcon. It adds 1 to 4 extra damage. But we're going to lose defense and attack. So we'll stay. Oh, got to re-equip an accessory. Let's go with 1 fortune. Alright. So, oh wait, let's go in this way. Are we allowed to enter the castle? Oh, some necromancer stuff. Well, that's going to do it for this video. Thank you guys so much for watching. Taking a look at my first impressions of the Cavern of Time. There's probably a lot more to this game that we haven't seen yet, but I usually cut these videos off after an hour of first impressions. If you have any constructive criticism for the project or ideas or questions you have about it, put them in the comments below. Big thanks to Derek for letting me have a copy of his game and you know, show it to you guys and hype it up a little bit. If you would like to get a copy of it, put some comment below, and I'm sure Derek will take a look at this video and respond to the comments and give you some take your feedback and everything. But thank you guys so much for watching. If you like these first impressions, give this video a thumbs up. If you would like to subscribe to the channel, that'd be awesome. You could always check out driftwoodgaming.com if you want to check out another forum where you can meet up with people and get involved with the community and start a project together with somebody. Or you never know where networking is going to take you. But that's going to do it for this video. Thank you guys so much for watching. We'll see you in the next video.